When there is no more room in hell, the dead will walk the earth.
The zombie genre is a hugely popular entity amongst the horror and gaming communities. I've spent many nights huddled up with my uncle watching classic zombie and zombie-like films and TV series like 28 Days Later, Shaun of the Dead, Zombieland, The Walking Dead, and of course, Night of the Living Dead, playing games like Left 4 Dead 2, DayZ, Resident Evil, and even sometimes Call of Duty Zombies, and none of this would exist if it weren't for one man named George A. Romero. Spurring the idea of a flesh-eating reanimated corpse attacking the living, all beginning in 1968 with Night of the Living Dead.
They're coming to get you, Barbara.
Romero co-wrote and directed the first of many zombie movies to come. Showing us what gore and discontent can be shown in cinemas, Romero continued his saga and deadly ideas with more and more films that would come to inspire many like-minded individuals. 1978's Dawn of the Dead was set in a mall, which you may see inspiration of in Left 4 Dead 2's campaign Dead Center and the 2004 remake of the same name. 1985's Day of the Dead saw humanity and compassion could be achievable in a zombie named Bub. And we had a look at the greed of the upper class and the rising intelligence of the undead in 2005's Land of the Dead. And so many more acting, writing, and directing credits in horror that it's just too much to compress into one video. If you're a fan of anything zombie related, you should really thank this man for his tireless efforts in creating films and stories that brought the dead to life. Passing away on July 16, 2017, listening to the score of The Quiet Man, one of his all-time favorite films, with his wife Suzanne de Rocher Romero and daughter Tina Romero at his side. He will be remembered for everything he inspired and created. My channel has been primarily dedicated to the video game Left 4 Dead 2, and honestly, that's why it has the amount of subscribers it has today. I am thankful for such an entertaining game to exist that it brought me good and well-wishing friends. But I have to give credit where credit is due. The infected in Left 4 Dead aren't necessarily zombies, but they derive most inspiration from the works of Romero's films, just as 28 Days Later did and The Walking Dead as well. Although, interestingly enough, Romero stated he can't stand The Walking Dead. He says it was like a soap opera with zombies occasionally. And even though I'm a diehard fan of the show, I can't help but agree. I guess I just wanted more from the undead genre that Romero created, and The Walking Dead filled the void that Romero had left with his fewer and fewer movies over the years. It's hard to say if the zombies genre would exist today as it is without his influence, but it's no question of how great of influence he had on the horror genre as a whole. He truly was a pioneer. Please join me in thanking this director for everything he brought to this world. Turn on some of his movies, play the Call of Duty Black Ops zombie map Call of the Dead and fight against the director, don some bloody scabby makeup, and just celebrate what an entertaining concept of the zombie genre that has brought us fear and entertainment for over 50 years. What I'd like to say is, rest in peace to the godfather of the dead, George A. Romero.